we head it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Green with a catch left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run that time by Bell. 62 yards on the ground. So it'll be first down here after the run. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Xavier Grimble, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he shifts past him. And the back goes into motion. Simeon on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Halfback sent in motion. Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock. Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on third down, Simeon. He sets to fire deep, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And look at this, it's a fake. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught one pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. He can get open. You know his quarterback will find him.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow found it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 73 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down following the run. On second down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Roethlisberger being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 3. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Off the pick 6, it's Simeon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver? Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Marty.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, the bad news, the Denver Broncos didn't make the playoffs, but the good news for Demaryius Thomas, he was over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6th straight year he's done that, but yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Trevor Simeon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot.
No. Jack Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the red zone now, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Simeon now on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence.
Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, 32 yards. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at them all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And this is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guy.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. James Harrison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they're going to speed things up here. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense, Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The safety T.J. Ward in on the stop.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He finds Coates complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Sammy Coates, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Second and 10, Simeon again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 53 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, here's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Simeon. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Detroit!
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On third down, Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. 14 yards that time for number 14. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Broncos coming out now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. He's going to try and go deep again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Green, the tight end, in motion. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really...
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. 3rd down here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Turn it up. No. Check. Patriots. Detroit.
Again, Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
One last throw here for Simeon. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time